Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Wanted to come at you here real quick with another vintage kit video. It is a little humid and warm out in the garage tonight, so if you hear that background noise, that's I got the fan running over here just to kind of help cool things down a little bit. Otherwise it would be kind of miserable here. But another vintage kit, guys. Like I said, I like to save these for the bench talk. But being what this one is, I kind of thought it worthy of its own video. We're just going to take a real quick look at it. Nothing real super in-depth, as number one, I do not know a whole lot about, about this real car and much about the kit. But was up at the antique store and come across this, and I got to looking and realized that, like, man, that is really cool. I do not have anything like this at all. I really went up there because we'd been up the week before, and I really went up to look. A guy had some rebuilders in that section, and I went to look and actually seen this, and I do not remember seeing it the week before. So I'm like, I got to digging in this thing, and I'm like, a couple things sparked my interest. Like, well, I got to have that one. It is an Aurora kit. This is from 1974. And I want to say that was the only release of this. I could be wrong. If you guys know, as I always say, leave it in the comments. Let me know. But this is a 1914 Stutz Bearcat. Look at that, 1/16 scale, all plastic assembly kit. So that's kind of what sparked my interest on this too, guys, being that it is a 1/16 scale. And again, like we always do, we're just going to kind of walk around the box. There's an end picture here. This is kit number 156. And this was in a series of models, and we'll look at that on the bottom of the box here in a minute. This is a flip-top box, and just kind of come around here. They're the American Classic 1914 Stutz Bearcat, and then there's just some writing on that, and then just some features right there: brass plating, clear lantern lenses. It is molded in red and black, soft vinyl tires. Detailed suspension, over 100 parts, and again by Aurora. And then again, just the same art there on that side, and then pretty much the same thing on this side. So kind of a generic box art in that it kind of repeats the other pictures. But we're going to look on the bottom here. I'll turn it around this way. There was the series, guys, of those that had 6 models in this American Classics series. Here he had a 1909 Stanley Steamer. 1904 Oldsmobile, which would be really super cool to have that one, and then 1911 Buick, and then 1914 Stutz Bearcat, which this kit is, 1903 Rambler, and then a 1913 Mercer. And I guess something about this Bearcat, guys, this was actually, I guess from the little bit of reading that I did, kind of designed to be kind of like a race car. And I did read something that it was tested at 100 miles an hour. I mean, look at that thing, guys. Imagine, I couldn't imagine almost going 50 in that thing, let alone 100. But I guess it was rated for 80 miles an hour. But I guess they did have it tested at like right around 100 miles an hour. Again, guys, if that information that I got is incorrect and you guys know, please let me know in the comments as well. Want to keep the information as true as possible. All right, guys, so we're going to open this up. As far as I can tell, I've been in the box, and as far as I can tell, it is all there. So we're going to take a look at this here real quick. The flip-top box. Here's the instruction sheet. Stutz Bearcat there. And as I understand, and I'm going to kind of pull this up there, so if you guys want to pause, I'm not going to take time, obviously, to read all of that. But if you want to pause on that, if you can, if you're on a mobile device, pause and zoom in and kind of read that. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, here is one interesting. Look at this, 1914, $2,000 price tag. Whew, man, now I didn't go back and try to figure up the equivalency of that, but that was a phenomenal amount of money in 1914. I can tell you that. But I guess there was a TV show in the early 1970s called The Bearcats, and I guess they drove one of these. I do not know the concept of the show. I don't believe I've ever seen it, so I won't speculate or say any more on that, but there was a TV show with one of these cars in it. But just pretty basic laid out instructions here. Pretty simple stuff. again, it would be like a what you consider a curbside, because there is no engine in it. It's just got like an engine plate for the bottom. But just some pretty doggone cool stuff here, guys. This was such a neat find. I had to grab this one because, like I said, the bigger scale, which I like that, and I do not have anything. I do not have anything like it, so that's pretty cool to have that. So there's that. Again, this was just kind of all in pieces, like somebody maybe took it out and had started to work on it. Like there's your seats and there's your cushions are separate, so all that has to be assembled yet. And there's that wonderful molded red plastic that we all love. Anyway, there's your brass plating. So what I'm going to do, guys, and this is just kind of all loose in the box here, I'm going to pause here just a second. I'm going to lay just a few of these out on the bench, and we'll just take a little bit quicker look at them here. So I will be right back. All right, guys, so I do not have every single piece out here, but it is all here. This is just the main gist, and basically kind of see it just like an exploded, quote-unquote exploded view here, with pretty much everything for the main part of the car. Again, we've seen the seats here, the seats and the main body, the main body of the seat area. And then this is really all that was ever done to it. Somebody already had the tires on the wheels, but those will need to be taken apart. Obviously, I'll back off there to be painted. Now, I think one difference on some of these that I've seen on the one-to-one cars is some of these had like multiple metal wire spokes. Now, I don't know if these were supposed to be wood. I can assume they were the wood spokes, but nonetheless on that. And here is that bottom of that engine plate that will go on the bottom of that. And then got the front radiator shell there in brass plated or gold plated, whatever you want to call it, chrome. Then there's your front axle, and then the two springs, and then the two hood halves right here, and then your fenders. So we see there's a little been marred by a tire right there just a little bit, but that's super easy cleanup. And then these are the part of the body sides, and then of course your rear axle. Neat 1/16 scale stuff, guys. Rear fenders, two of those back there, more springs. Then this would be your main part of your main floor. You kind of see that almost like wood grain, like a wood grain pattern on there. I believe this would be the fuel tank. Two fuel tank halves, and it actually has end halves on it, so there's no filling and sanding the seams on the end. Pretty cool stuff. And again, I have not built one of these, guys, so I don't know the fitment of it, but it looks everything like it, as I've pieced it together, everything looks like it is going to fit pretty nice. There's both your frame rails. They seem to be fairly straight and true for as old as the kit is, and they're still on the sprue, so that's a good thing there. But nothing a little warm water and straightening them out couldn't handle. And then here's some more floorboard pieces. You see that wood grain pattern on there. And it's just kind of interesting there. And then here's another, kind of got a little pattern, texture pattern there to that. And then over here, of course, your steering wheel. And then just some other odds and ends. It looks like some steering linkage pieces and other pieces that I'm not going to speculate. There's probably your steering shaft right there. And then other parts I won't speculate on them. And then here's your headlight lenses. And then your headlight buckets. Those lenses would go right in like such. So you can probably get some really cool detail on this, guys, being the scale that it is. And then here's some more of those brass. I think that's what they called it on the box there, brass plated parts. So pretty neat stuff there. So just a good old kit, guys, and it was so cool because I don't think I've ever seen one of these, period, in pictures or I know not in person. So when I seen it, it really intrigued me, and I'm like, the tag said it was complete, but you know sometimes how that goes. But like I said, when I first got home, I dug the box open and looked the instructions, and all the parts are there to build a complete car. So looks good, guys. I think it's going to be a fun build. I don't know, like, again, this just kind of one I've added to the stash for now. No immediate plans on it, but you never know, guys. You know how we get a hankering for another kit, and just something a little bit different. So we'll go ahead and throw something else together. That may be the case here. I'm not sure. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I think that's it on this. I just wanted to run that past you. I thought that was a cool kit to find. Pretty neat to pick this 1914 Stutz Bearcat up by Aurora. And there you can see, I did want to show you on the box. I think it was on the box. Yeah, right here on the bottom. Right there, 1974 Aurora products. West Hampstead, New York. So, cool piece of model car history, guys. Pretty neat to have that. Like I said, I would kind of like to build this fairly soon, even at the vintage that it is, because I don't have anything like it, and I've never really built anything in this scale like this. So I think it's going to be a fun one when I get to it. So, guys, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for stopping by the garage, seeing what we got. You never know what you're going to find at them antique stores, guys. Go check them out. Dig through there, look in all the little corners and crevices and everything, and you just never know what you're going to come up with. So with that, guys, I think we're going to hang this one up. So if you like the video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate it so much. And all my regular normal viewers, I appreciate you more than you know. So with that, we're just going to close it out, guys. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage, saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.